What's up, everybody? Big Herc 916, and you tune in to another edition of my vlog. I want to say thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thanks for all your support. You know I'm all about that positivity and that motivation. Make sure you guys go and subscribe to the Instagram and Twitter, Big Herc 916. Hit the sub button, share this channel, pick you up some merch at bigherc916.com merch labs, and represent. And you know, I just want to say you have to give an F about yourself, man. In this life, in this world, you have to give an F about yourself. You have to stop dwelling in self-pity. You have to let go of things that are keeping you from being the best you can be. And that could be relationships, that could be family members, that could be the hood, that could be a number of things that are not allowing you to progress. But you got to let them go, man. And you got to move forward. You know, you got to keep it pushing, because if you don't give an F about yourself, nobody else is going to give an F about you either. Unless you grow up with a silver spoon and you're part of the 1% and you got trust set up and you got a padded pathway, you know, then you're pretty much left to your own design. You know, whatever you put out there is what's going to come back to you, but you have to want it. If you don't, man, you know, you could be one of those people laying on the side of the street, sleeping on a parking, on a parking cement block. You know, I see them. You wonder what happened to this guy. He's stretched out in the parking lot of a Jack in the Box, and without a care in the world. So you have to give an F about yourself, man. You have to want to elevate. And I've noticed that the people who continue to try to pull all these other people up around them, or who can, you know, who daily associate with people who aren't going anywhere, they're not going to go anywhere either. It's like being on a football team and you got a guy, you're making him put on a uniform and come out to practice, and yet he doesn't block, so the quarterback's getting sacked. You know, he doesn't want to do the play, so he's always out of sync. I mean, this guy is a bum, but you let him continue to play on the team. Why is that? If in the real world situation, this guy would have been cut, and he for one, if he didn't want to play, he would have never even came onto the field. But the thing is, life is the field. So you think that people that are on the field are playing, some people ain't playing. They're like that guy who doesn't study the plays, doesn't work out, doesn't care about blocking, doesn't care about whether or not the team wins or not, is not listening to the coach, and he's not a team player. And that's how you got to look at the people you have around you. If this person is just lazy and they don't care about their health, they're not trying to do something to elevate themselves, and you keep feeding them nutritional information, meal prep information. You give them, a gym membership, and, hey, let's go walk, let's go do this. Let them go. Booyah, bye-bye. Yeah, that's what you got to do, man. Otherwise, that energy that you're exerting towards them is going to keep you from achieving what it is you want to achieve. And that's just the game of life. That's how it works. You know, that's just how it works. It's not a mystery to it. And I realize that, because I used to always try to pump people up. Hey, man, you can do this, you can do that. Oh, man, I seen you doing this. You ever thought about doing that? And I was spinning my wheels. And I'm wondering, like, man, I'm helping everybody else, but who's helping me? Who's giving me daily advice? Who's lacing me up? Who's pumping me up? Who's giving me the game? Nobody. Nobody's giving me the game because the people around have no game to give me. I'm giving them all my game. And they don't even want it. They still continue to do what they're doing. When you go somewhere and you see people and they're living a life and you try to impose on their life, you're wasting your time because they're there where they're at because they want to be there. And they don't care about changing their daily regimen. They're content. Now, people who are on the go, they're in the big cities, they're in the places where they can make stuff happen. They want to be there. They give an F about themselves. So you got to look at it that you cannot change people who are not wanting to change, people who are content with their daily routine. Let them be, man. You got to keep it pushing. And if you're trying to strive to be the best you can be, you got to give an F about yourself and you got to say F them. You know, not that you're going to disrespect them, but you got to be like, hey, that's them. And that's it. And what's going to happen is a lot of those people are going to say, oh, man, you left me hanging. Oh, you think you're better than me. Who you think you are? No, I'm being the best I can be. You don't want to be the best you can be, so you're not playing with my team. My team is all about people who want to be the best they can be. And that's how it works. So don't be offended. Don't let it emotionally stress you because that's their choice. They want to not participate in practice. They don't want to do the drills. They don't want to block. They don't want to run. They don't want to do the exercises. Hey, man, cut them loose. Plain and simple, man. That's how the game is played on the football field. That's how it's played on the basketball court, on the hockey field, on the soccer field, wherever sports arena you go to. Professional athletes, they're not carrying anybody. You should not have to carry nobody in life if they're not willing to put forth the effort, man. But that's your choice. You got to give an F about yourself. And, you know, a lot of times I look at the phone. If it ain't somebody that I feel is going anywhere, I won't even answer it, man. Out of courtesy during the holidays, I might, you know, correspond a little bit, but I don't need to hear the bullshit. And I'm tired of just the you know, the drag, oh, I'm doing this, I don't want to hear it, man. I've been hearing that same shit for the last 3 or 4 years. People put way too much energy into individuals who don't give a F about themselves, so why should you give a F about them? It's a waste of your time, and until you realize that, you're going to continue to not grow at the level you are supposed to. That's why people who are highly successful, man, they don't have a lot of friends. It ain't because they're miserable or they're alone. No, because they realize that these are choices they had to make to get to where they want to go. And that's just life. It could be childhood friends. It could be family members. It could be a spouse. You know, you got to make the choice, man, to give an effort about yourself first and foremost. Because if you get diabetes, if you... you know, something happens to you financially, see how many people are going to step up. Until you lose the weight, the diabetes is going to be there. Or until you change your diet, until you get off your ass and, you know, go and apply for X amount of jobs or create a job or get your grind on, you're going to be in a stressed financial situation because nobody's going to come to your house, knock on the door. Hey, good morning. I got 10 jobs here. Can you pick which one you want to go to and we'll go ahead and hire you? Nah, I ain't never seen nobody do that. You got to get your ass up, go fill out the application online or in person. You got to interview, you got to talk, you got to be presentable. You can't come in there with boogers in your nose, with your breath stinking. You got to be on time. You can't show up when you want to show up. And that's life, man. Give an F about yourself and quit acting like a sorry poo butt. Be about something, man. Positivity, motivation. Big Herc 916.